Probably have my focus on before I come down here, shouldn't I? Okay, so what we got here?
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
I was just about to say, do I get to read this journal? And yeah, there we go, it popped up. So what we got here? 4th day. I am a traitor now and see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed. No, there's no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge, all I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Share your thoughts. Tear the leaves. Send the pages. To show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. 15th day. The same dream. Your hair in the forge light. Our son's weight on my shoulders. All of us free. You turn to me and whisper, "It is a dream." I answer, "Yes, I know." And then wake alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives. If treachery is the cost, I will pay it. 34th day. Every week the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, and as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low. Scrabbling to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want, must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Erend and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays them. The villains watch through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat. But fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself. Must be. 54th day. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device. Must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at Daytower. Now I am called to a dig in the rock wreath. They promise another glimpse of you, of our son. How I hope to see you both. Well, I mean, it doesn't justify, but it does explain.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Anything else down here I should look at? Oh, what's this here?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Talk to Erend. Well, he was just there. Oh, you're there. Sorry. You were camouflaged against the wall, mate. Couldn't see you.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me in the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat.
Yeah, well, he didn't have much of a choice.
How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
Well, with the focus, obviously.
It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you. Through Olin.
Exactly.
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, errand.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Answer that one, Aloy.
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
The Field of the Fallen. Oh, there's a quest somewhere. Oh, wow, there's lots of quests here in the city. Oh, it's level 19. Oh, sorry, Ellen. Ellen? Aaron? You're going to have a bit of a weight on your hands, mate. Although, if I remember rightly, we just to rub salt in the wound, I think we passed him a number of times while he's waiting. Okay, we've got a number of quests to get here. This is the nearest one. Don't... Seriously.
Is that some kind of
You there?
spice?
Can you help me?
I'm
Can
coming.
you spare a moment? Someone robbed my house. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Your brother's sword.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
So what did this... So, I don't know. Yeah,
How did your
tell me about
nephew
your
wind up
nephew.
in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
Okay, fair enough. What did the thief look like?
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
I'll look into it for you.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meredian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Alright, that sounds like a fair deal. We'll look into that. What I'm going to do though, before I commit to any given quest, I'm going to try and collect all these ones that are dotted around Meredian. There's one there, and there's one in the centre, and there's two on the outskirts. There's loads of merchants and loads of things I can buy. Oh, that's the hunting lodge, right? Okay. I need to get up there. Oh, there's a door. That ain't gonna work.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
It's huge.
How do I get up there? Seriously, stop pressing R. By the time we finish this game, I'll know not to press R2 to sprint. Well, I know it now. I'll know not to press it. Oh, okay, I'll get that while I'm here. How do I get up to the next level? Okay, why are your staircases hidden?
Buy something today?
You'll find the best view of the spire from the sun temple.
These aren't goods, they're necessities. Oh, wonderful.
Right, I could be wrong, but I think I'm going around in one big circle here. I suppose the map's going to give me any insight if I zoom in, is it? Because I can't zoom in anymore.
Take a look at these wares. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
Why do we suppose nothing about the Carja in shadow? Sun King Avad should end their rebellion.
Oh, let's do this while we're here.
A fine day ahead.
Excuse me, coming through, coming through. I thought one of them might be a lift. Apparently not so much. Ah, here we go. No man. Our old pal. Being flanked by the Taru pilgrims and a Banuk pilgrim.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman.
Oh, it's not the guy we met
My
before.
apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Carja owe me nothing.
That you
I
know
see.
of.
Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Carja rituals to Carja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meredian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
Well, why are you asking me?
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Carja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Carja and Nora aren't so different.
So, what can you tell me about these rituals?
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No. But it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
And what kind of obstacles are you referring to? I assume you mean machines.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram, who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather.
You've
The
met
shrine was
snap
built
moths
there
yet.
to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of two shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
So what's this about new Sun Priest? I assume they mean like since the new Sun King has come to power, because I think the last guy said that all the old Sun Priests ran away when Sun King Jiran was killed. I assume that's what you're referring to, right?
You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end, he said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
So what can you tell me about your brother?
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
Okay.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
Sure. So there's two more quests that I'm aware of, and they're all the way over here. And I think these are hunting lodge related. Oh, I don't believe it. Are you getting as annoyed with me doing that as I am?
Someone over there.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Yeah, maybe not hunting lodge related after all. Vilgund.
Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny. Too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Tell me more about this rumor.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
I'm not sure about that with that hair, mate. So, are you a merchant?
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl, Nora girl, Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
So what can you tell me about the Banuk?
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
Ta-da!
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation. It's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
I'm not sure why this is an option, because we already know what he needs, don't we?
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
Okay. Crap, there seems like a lot of people to talk to in here.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Thanks, Ligon. So I've got to talk to Assis upstairs. Ardik, Shard, Solana, Palaved, 2 Palaveds. Tuffanar, 2 Tuffanars. I don't know what's going on here. Who's over there? Hey, oh. Hello.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
What edict?
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member of the lodge? No, you're not going to let me...
Are you a member?
There we go.
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meredian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
Cool. And the marks, what are they for? What do you need them for?
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
Probably won't be doing that, but I'll bear it in mind. Oh, hang on, we've got a data point here. Bylaws of the Lodge. Section 1, Preamble. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priest. The hunt is strength. The hunt is honour. The hunt protects. The hunt preserves. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honour and victor? The Lodge lends law and lore to the hunt, so all will know who has prevailed. Thus the Lodge is not just its members, and not just its house in Meredian. It is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honoured, an ideal to be lived. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karj and mouths of pure blood may honour the Lodge and tread in its house. By law of his radiance, Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, by law 5 of Section 1 is hereby rescinded. Section 2, Membership. What have we got here? Wow, that is... Okay, do you know what? We'll figure it out as we go along. I'm not reading all of that. Run around the outside, make sure there are no others though. Havash.
Tarkus impressed with his skills, but he sponsored Talana. Now we're left with her. She had fallen instead.
Ah, there he is. He's upstairs. Okay. Alright, not seeing any other data points down there. Don't mind if I do. I think I'll enjoy the crazy view as well while I'm here. Look at that. Wow. Oh, hang on, what we got here? Record of Redmore. The Record of Redmore by inquiring Jan Dinniman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumours and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Redmore, the most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavoured to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast, and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armoured hide. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. No witnesses survived. Though never proven, this is widely thought to be Redmore's first attack. In the second spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. Their bodies were subsequently found in the south. 3 blasted, 1 stomped. Never proven, but thought to be Redmore's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meredian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. 1 returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of a thunderjaw which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine and the one which gave it a name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, an expedition of 8 set out from Meredian to track Redmore. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwind Snag, 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. In the autumn of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Juran, commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Redmore. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others. 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice, 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels? Kestrels? Like normal birds? After this setback, members of the Lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks ever even considered it. Aspirants to the Lodge, however foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Spurflints, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 1 immolated, reignited interest in Redmoor. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine, with only 3 survivors, 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 liquefied. Wow! In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the Rain Gatherers to the All-Light were set upon by the beast. Only 1 survived. 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed when their fleeing footsteps triggered an avalanche. I'm not sure that's Redmoor's fault, but still. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Redmoor. Alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Redmoor for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of the Sun King of Ard, a group of 6 Osram traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Ursa to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge were subsequently commissioned. Autumn, 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear, 1 survivor. Winter, 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite, 2 survivors. Spring, 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated off a cliff. What? 2 survivors. The last known sighting of Redmoor occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King of Ard. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of the sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Talana, arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Talana testified that as Redmoor lumbered off through the trees, she could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its side. That's the second time we've heard mention of Talana. Oh, got another one here. Excuse me. Legendary hunts. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Farukawa's son of the Lodge behold a herd of grazers so vast that it filled entire the vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After, one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and with the bounty from their barter, the last wing of the lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hivas, did Darusiv, Hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sand Whisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from his sling fell as hailstones, freezing his prey and the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, Hivas set upon the largest, driving his spear between his plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, did Kuvam, Hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Daytower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed. Strong as a snapjaw, fast as a strider, from twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kuvam prevailed at great cost, his left arm chewed ragged at the joint. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth as he took his trophy from its shattered remains. So that was the first sighting of a Sawtooth then. In the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wild grew ever more deranged, did Galadid, Hawk of the Lodge, follow the shimmering death haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel. Under that tangled canopy, the hunter became the hunted. glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the All-Light, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers and became the first to stare a trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. Lastly, in the summer of the 13th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the world grew ever more deranged, did Arsis, interesting, Hawk of the Lodge, dare to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of Morning Light. And so he was the first to face the might of the Thunderjaw, greatest of machines that walk the earth. With spear, bomb and arrow, brave Arsis fought to no avail, and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannons against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so enshrined because its fall turned Hawk to Sunhawk. Alright, so this guy we were about to talk to was the first one. Ah, that would be it then. He was the first one to kill a Thunderjaw. Wow. Where is he? There he is.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
Okay.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a Hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Huh. Okay, so we need to speak to this infamous Talana in order to become a thrush in the Hunter's Lodge. I think we'll do that next time. We've been playing for quite a while and my throat's starting to hurt. So, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Take a like if you want, feel free to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell in order to be notified of any future episodes, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.